We have tricked millions and millions of people into getting trillions of dollars in debt on this idea that you're learning something in university that's somehow going to give you economic stability and ideally freedom. And it has turned out for so many people to not be true. It's just so absurd and unfair that that has happened.
Chamath is spot on this. And really, the college marketing at the heart of it has two big claims that go unspoken, but very much heavily implied. One, you needed to get a good job. Not true. Two, you needed to be educated. Also not true. College is not a synonym for education. It never has been. It never will be. You cannot paywall something that is attainable to all people. You cannot do that. And colleges have done a great job, though, marketing and using economic incentive that is false through legislation and through Duke versus Griggs power in order to convince downstream the culture that you have to buy this thing in order to get work, when none of that has actually been true. Not only that, but then they've said in order to be educated, you also have to do this. Meanwhile, we have our great artists, our great thinkers, our great scientists, all of them at the cutting edge of bleeding edge of science, technology, and development that have not bought college degrees and do not have to in order to do great things. Now, Chamath is talking about all of the people who have fallen victim to this because they feel like they have to make this 4-year purchase, this 6-year purchase, this 8-year purchase before they attempt anything. It has robbed our society of growth. It has robbed our young people of their energy, and it has put them in bankruptcy exempt one-way student loan debt, which is fundamentally the opposite of freedom, exactly as he said. When you give 17 and 18-year-old children right out of the gate, the first thing they do is taking on six figures, $104,000 to $156,000 on average of bankruptcy exempt debt, you will not have a thriving free society because they do not have choice. Their choices are now dictated by their debt. Everything they have to do is in service of that debt now because they cannot get out of it.
Yeah, it is literally the exact opposite. And people, exactly as Chamath says here, they go to college because they want economic stability and financial freedom. Like, that is why they go. The problem, and it gets me sad thinking about it right now, but the problem is that it's literally the exact opposite. It doesn't provide anything economically stable at all. You would think that it would help you get a job. It doesn't. It just wastes the best years of your life. You have to pay them to waste your time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's insane.
Yep.
And then supposedly you're supposed to be financially free, but because you paid them to waste your time and your kids are paying them and you signed off and you said, yep, that's a good idea. You are paying them to not be financially free. You are paying them to put those financial shackles around them. That is the saddest part about all this whole thing. Truly, it is terrifying and really makes me sad because the American people are being duped. Incredibly duped, and the wool is being pulled over our eyes, and it is affecting all of us. It's affected my generation, it has affected the generation before us, and it's still affecting this generation. Thankfully, it is not affecting them quite as much, which is nice, because a lot of them are smarter than we are, and they're just not going.